Aloha all, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly Cooper and the Thevius Racconous. I'm Paper Mario Guy, and this is the finale of the entire project. Now, in the last episode, we tackled Clockwork, we faced him, and we were able to meet him for the first time. But we had some slight troubles, but in this, at the end of the last episode, we finished the first stage, so if you haven't seen that yet, this is actually the second stage of the battle. But he shoots these purple rings, and the purple rings are kind of, easy to dodge. You just gotta make sure that you are in the center of the ring as he shoots them. Like right there, I got hit, and I would have gotten hit again had I not been invulnerable from being hit. But as long as you stay in the center of the ring as it's coming to you, it will go right through you, and you should be good. Keyword should. I've never had a time where I wasn't good. But Clockwork's pretty vicious and pretty relentless in his attack, so try to dodge and be as crafty as you possibly can, and just keep on going with it, and then just go back to shooting his wings or his whatever body part is shot as you fly. So yeah, the final boss of this is actually pretty fun. It might be a little difficult, but it's pretty fun. But actually, I have the last stage to talk about. So this is the final stage of the battle, pretty much. And you have to do some crafty, like you have been the whole game, some crafty work. And I got zapped. I saw it happen in the mid-air. Damn it. Alright, so I guess we are going back. So, here we go with Crazy Clockwork. Yeah, Crazy Clockwork. It's Furniture Emporium and Warehouse, where he has sofas, and even more sofas. So, yeah. I mean, Clockwork is pretty crazy. His prices are just quite low. But, so he repeats basically the same dialogue over and over again. It gets a little redundant, my intellect is defined, wait, what is it? Oh, well, this one is, you cannot escape me, Koopa Raccoon. Trying to act all tough, even though we sent him into the lava. But, one of it is, like, my intellect is defined, my experience is superior, or something like that. And there was a string of, fails on my part, where he just said that over and over and over again, and that was all he was saying, and it was quite annoying, if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. But my intellect. Alas, I don't think Clockwork wants to say so himself. I think he'd rather say my intellect is refined. So yeah, it gets kind of annoying, but you deal with it. It's a fun boss fight. One of the more creative boss fights, I think in the entire, Sly series. There are definitely some creative fights, but, this definitely does the three system thing right, unlike, Super Mario Galaxy. I have to say, I was so disappointed in the final boss of the original Super Mario Galaxy game. It was honestly, it was probably one of the biggest disappointments that I've personally played. It was such an easy, repetitive boss fight. There was honestly nothing new about it at all, I don't think. I mean, maybe the fact that Bowser, went into his shell and then tried to, like, spin into you. I don't know if that had been done before or not, but regardless, like, that was just dumb. It was just, it's like, the thing is, my whole thing about, video games, it's like, I mean, even if you don't have the most stellar game on the overall, at least try to go out with a bang, and they just did not try to go out with a bang at all, and it was just awful. And come on. I'm trying to go out with a bang, but it's not happening because I'm doing terrible, so I'll cut back to the final stage. Okay, so we're back, and we are in the final stage, once again. So we're doing all these crafty maneuvers and stuff like that. I beat up Clockwork pretty easily, actually. I pretty much decimated him in the two, previous stages. But, even though I decimated him, I'm not going to show that, because I kind of want to get this done. Not that I'm in any hush, because like I've said since the beginning of the project, episode number 1, Sly Cooper and the Thevius Racconous is a fantastic game that I love playing. But I don't know. I'm pretty excited for Sly 2. But I'm not going to talk about that because it's the finale, and because I'll talk about that in the credits anyway. So we get here, and Clockwork turns his broken and mangled face, and we just beat the crap out of him. He tries saying something, but we're not going to have anything of it.
It took some tricky maneuvering, but I managed to snatch that last piece of the Thevius Racconous from Clockwork's claw. I had taken down each member of the Fiendish Five: Raleigh, Mugshot, Ms. Ruby, the Panda King, and finally Clockwork. I'd beaten them all one by one and reclaimed my birthright. Of course, there was no way I could have gotten here without the help of my pals. I know this hasn't been easy for them, yet they stuck with me through it all. Murray, boy, it took a lot of guts for him to get out in the field with me. I know he was scared, but he's got more heart than anyone I've ever known. And thank goodness for Bentley. Without his expertise, I'd have never found my way off that rooftop in Paris. A guy couldn't ask for a better gang of friends. Who could ever forget the lovely Carmelita? Looks like we're not going to be friends anymore. Now that Clockwork's death ray is out of commission, we're back to playing cops and robbers. I thought for sure she was going to slap the handcuffs on me right then and there. But instead, she was true to her word and gave me that 10-second head start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I felt bad leaving her stranded on that giant rock, but I knew it wouldn't be long before we'd see each other again. At long last, the Thevius Racconous restored to its original state. The first time I held the whole thing under my arm since I was 8 years old. The same weight that all my ancestors had felt beneath their arms as they had passed it on. Although, while other family members may have been great thieves, they all inherited the book. I got a chance to earn it. I had taken down the Fiendish Five, having used the moves my ancestors taught me, and become a master thief along the way. The time had come for me to chronicle my own adventures into the great book. This is gonna be fun.
So there you have it. It is done, and Sly Cooper and the Thevius Racconous is yet another completed Let's Play that I have produced on this fine channel called the KoopaNinjaBros. And I hope you enjoyed it, and you can read all these names if you want to. I'm only going to read the voice actors. Sly is Kevin Miller, Bentley's Matt Olson, Murray's Chris Murphy, Carmelita Fox is Roxana Ortega, Ms. Ruby is Priscilla Espernola. I don't know how to pronounce that last name anyway, so it's a good thing that it just scrolled up. But, yeah, so now Sly's done, and it wasn't as long of a project as I thought it was going to be when I originally planned it. That might have been, you know, due to the fact that when I originally planned doing this project, we were working with 11-minute time limits as opposed to now the 15. So it probably would have wound up being like somewhere in the 30s, but you know, whatever, you know, that's not a big deal. I'd have to say that my favorite part of this game is definitely still Mugshot, followed by the Panda King, and then Raleigh, and then Miss Ruby's section. So as I, you know, reiterated through, or reiterated, yeah, reiterated throughout the, you know, the project and everything. But the credits aren't too long. So basically all I'm going to say is that there are extra videos, mainly time trial missions, that I have to make. Also, the 2 clue things. I just put that clip in because, you know, I felt like it fit. And, yeah. Alright, so as you can see, Clockwork isn't necessarily completely dead. And that means, you know, that's a pretty big cliffhanger, meaning there's probably a second game, and indeed there is a second game, a game which I will be Let's Playing. So after the extras of Sly, stay tuned for more Sly, that being Sly 2. For now, I'm Paper Mario Guy of the KoopaNinjaBros. See y'all next time.